What would you do if you found a book that told your future, down to the exact moment of your death? I found that book 3 days ago. I wish I had never opened it. The corner bookstore had always been there, wedged between a coffee shop and a dry cleaner on Maple Street. I must have passed it 1,000 times without really seeing it. But last Tuesday, something pulled me inside. Maybe it was the rain. Maybe it was fate. The smell hit me first. Old paper and vanilla, dust and something else. Something that reminded me of my grandmother's attic. The owner, an elderly woman with silver hair and eyes like frozen lakes, looked up from behind the counter. "Welcome." She said it like she had been expecting me. I browsed the shelves, running my fingers along worn spines. Mystery, romance, horror. Then I reached the back corner, where the lighting seemed dimmer, where shadows pooled like spilled ink. A leather-bound book jutted out slightly from the others, as if someone had just been holding it. The cover bore no title, just my name, Emma Richardson, embossed in gold letters. My hands trembled as I pulled it free. Inside, the first page read, "The Complete and Unabridged Life of Emma Richardson, born April 3rd, 1996. The pages smelled fresh, despite the ancient binding. I flipped through and my stomach dropped. There was my childhood, my first day of school, the time I broke my arm falling from the oak tree when I was 9, my 16th birthday party, college graduation. Everything was there, written in elegant script, accurate down to conversations I had forgotten. Private moments no one else could know. I should have closed it, I should have run. But I kept reading. The pages described last week, yesterday, this morning's breakfast, then today, this moment, me standing in this bookstore, holding this very book, and then tomorrow, and the day after. My hands shook harder as I skipped ahead. Next month, I would get promoted at work. In 6 months, I would meet someone named David at a wedding. We would fall in love. In 3 years, we would marry. I flipped faster, scanning years, children, grandchildren, growing old. Then I reached the final pages. Next Friday, November 15th, 7:23 in the evening. I would be driving home from work on Route 9. A truck would run a red light at the intersection of Route 9 and Belmont Avenue. I would die on impact. 6 days. I had 6 days left. I barely remember buying the book. The old woman smiled as she took my credit card, and I swear she whispered, "Some people spend their whole lives running from fate. You only have to run for 6 days." I spent those days trying to change it. I called in sick to work. I planned to stay home Friday, lock myself inside where no truck could reach me. But the book appeared on my nightstand each morning, and when I checked, new details emerged. Small changes, but the ending remained the same. November 15th, 7:23, Route 9 and Belmont. By Thursday night, I was frantic. I would not drive. I would not leave my apartment. Fate could not force me into that intersection. Friday morning, I woke to my phone ringing. My sister. Her voice was panicked, breaking. Mom had collapsed. The hospital, St. Mary's on the east side. Please come now. I grabbed my keys without thinking. The hospital visit was a false alarm, a panic attack, not a heart attack. Mom was fine, embarrassed even. I left at 7, promising to visit tomorrow, relief flooding through me as I walked to my car. Then I checked my phone. 7:15. St. Mary's Hospital was on Route 9. To get home, I would have to pass Belmont Avenue. I would reach the intersection at exactly 7:23. I sat in my car, engine running, understanding finally crystallizing like ice in my veins. The book had not predicted my future. It had written it. By trying to avoid the intersection, by staying home, I had guaranteed my mother's panic attack would pull me out. Every choice I made to escape had been part of the path leading here. I could take another route, go the long way. But even as I thought it, I knew. The book accounted for everything, every decision, every detour. Free will was the cruelest joke. I pulled out of the parking lot and turned onto Route 9. The streetlights flickered on in the gathering dusk. Ahead, I could see the traffic light at Belmont Avenue glowing green. My dashboard clock read 7:22. In my rearview mirror, I saw headlights. A truck approaching fast. The light turned yellow. I pressed the accelerator. Some stories end with the turn of a page. Others end at intersections, where destiny and choice collide. Where the only question left is whether we were ever really driving at all.